Here's your choose your division half case of Elite with dope 101s in it that we're going to get right now of Josh Rosen. Well, I'm a child of the 80s. So I grew up in the 80s. So what that means is when you are a dynasty team like the 49ers, one of the greatest franchises in the history of the sport with the teams that they've had over the years, the DeBartolo years, the Seifert years, the Walsh years, of course Joe Cool and Jerry and Dwight and Ronnie and Roger and Taylor and Waters, and the list goes on of historic all-time legend Hall of Famers in the San Francisco 49ers era. That's who I grew up liking because they were winning championships, and I was like, oh, I think I'll like those guys. And I just think they're cool. I think they're just awesome. I also root for the Bears because I live here. So we're pretty excited about Bears 49ers NFC Championship because Jimmy Garoppolo grew up, his hometown is just 15-20 minutes away. I don't know, I was 15 years old. Hi, Tyson. I'm surprised I'm not a Steelers fan because my neighbors, I grew up in Pennsylvania. So my neighbors I grew up with, holy crap. You talk about fanatics. They were Pittsburgh fanatics. Their whole house was basically yellow and black and Pirates and Steelers and Penguins stuff everywhere. Terrible towels hanging in their house. I'm definitely not a child of the 70s, Tyson. That's ridiculous. I argue with that. I was 10 years old in 1980. 10! Pop culture, dude. 1980? When you're like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, you don't remember stuff as much. But when you're like 10, I was freaking Elliot. Elliot was 12 years old from E.T., dude. You weren't like, oh, Elliot rules, man. He has an alien friend. You weren't saying that when you were like 5. Elliot had a room full of Star Wars stuff. He had a freaking alien for a friend. I was 12 years old. I was 7 years old when Star Wars came out. Like, wow. I was the same age for Goonies. And Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones. Being 12, 13 years old, 11, 10. 12 years old for Return of the Jedi. How about this one? Who wants to be 16 years old when License to Ill came out? This guy. 16 years old. And some band called the Beastie Boys come upon the scene. I don't think there would be a better age you would want to be or could be when License to Ill came out. Entering into adulthood. 75, Gurley and Gordon, Rams and Chargers. That'll go to Todd Gurley. It's not autographed, but it is numbered, so that goes to Todd Gurley. No, it goes to Gordon alphabetically. Gurley, Gordon, LMNOPQRSTU. That'll go to Gordon. Or do we random that? I'm going to have to random that. I forgot. Our rule is, if it's just like, let's say it's Aaron Judge and Ohtani, it would go to alphabetical if it was not numbered. Jaleel Scott, 46 of 149. E.T. phone home. Is 16 a child? No, but a 10-year-old is. A 10-year-old is, and a 12-year-old is. Heck yeah, all that pop culture, WWE stuff, Hulk Hogan, rock and wrestling, all the cartoons from the 80s, Rubik the Amazing Cube, that whole era, man. All those shows, all those pop culture-y shows. Number to 25, Russell. Silver Spoons and Growing Pains and Who's the Boss? Yes, sirree, Bob. Doesn't mean that you don't know pop culture from the 80s if you were younger. Ooh, damn, thought that would be some ink. 199 or Darnold. '80s. Because you don't remember, as a kid in this, like, when you're 4, 5, 6, and 7, you don't really remember much. You're just a kid running around. You don't really start being impacted, in my opinion, by stuff until you're like 8, 9, 10. I mean, my son is 7, yeah, but if Star Wars came out right now when he was 7, perfect. Sonny Michelle, Pen Pals. Scorp likes that one. Well, let's think about how many things that were impactful in my life and that I love to this day from the 70s. I don't know. Not a whole lot. I like 70s music, but it's not like when I was 6 years old, I was like, oh, the Eagles rule, man. But from my 80s, I could sit here for the next hour and ramble off stuff from the 80s that I remember about the 80s. You know what I mean? For 1 hour, I could sit here and talk about memories from my 80s childhood growing up. No, I have to. We're not going to fight about it, but I have to disagree. Clearly, I don't remember much from the 70s. I just don't. I wasn't like fired up and memorable about stuff in the 70s because I was too young. You know, I went to church with my family. My uncle was starting a church. I remember like going to church. But the 80s, that's when Lucas and Spielberg stuff came into play. I do remember Jaws and Close Encounters. Alshon Jeffrey, not autoed, numbered to 83. Teams left in museum. Man, I forgot just how many cards were in this freaking thing. All these serial numbers, it's like a lot of packs in one box. We're still on one box. That's good value. Shoot. Seriously. For the price of this, that's good value. Whoa. Yeah, Grammy was jamming to Elvis when he was 7. Number to 81, Antonio Callaway. Yeah, this is good. I've only opened a few of it so far. Here comes another. Oh, I thought it was a Pen Pals. Look at that. Big chunky patches, 49. Larry Bird's playing? Are you watching vintage basketball on the NBA? Just kidding. Wonder how Machado's doing. Or is he getting traded? Bird is 1 for 3. NFC North action. That's for Reagan. Holding it down. Here's our boy Kiki Kute. 98. Grammy, you watching your Red Sox? Let's see if Grammy is only hoping and praying Desplaines comes in tonight. Oh my goodness. There goes Bird. Oh, boom! Maybe you're ahead in the maybe KT Boggs is ahead of me in the feed. That's why he said that. Wreckham. What's that? The Texas Longhorns or something? Oh, he's a Red Raider. Number to 699, Royce. R-Dub 299. If anybody has any dope Russell Wilson stuff, please contact our friend Scott Smith, also known as X Bing Bong Boinger. He loves his Russell. Number to 699. Oh, that's Royce. Kiki Kute. What'd you open up there today, Tice? We're going to see some dope museum. Man, this Elite. Look at all these packs. How much are these? 115 bucks, James? 120? $8 for a pack of these? No way. People pay $8 for a pack? That's $160. If I got $160 per box of this stuff, I would be retired. Wow. Man, I can't wait to open up my shop. Holy crap. Dear collector, you're going to go ahead and get a DJ Chark red. Where'd Chark go? DJ Chark. I don't have my sheet up anymore. I took it down off the wall because I'm moving. I had all the teams up there. That's a neat card. It's like a crimped Field Vision. Numbered to 25, Von Miller. He definitely has some Field Vision. $140 a box. Wow. That's awesome. I know they have a lot more overhead. We're not supposed to. We all get the same. Panini charges everybody the same. Unless he's buying from Blowout and all those other guys. I'm sure he has the same distributors as everyone else. GTS and... Number to 299. I think he just... And it's nothing wrong with it, but I think he just gets away with it. Because people just think that that's how much the stuff costs. They go in the store, like, how much is this? He's like, $8 a pack. Okay. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, well, you know, I think they're probably like more like $5. I'd probably do the same thing, to be honest. You got to maximize your profits. It's whatever people willing to pay that. I'm all for it. Jacksonville. Tom Brady. 1 of 1. Psych! Oh, really? Huh. Well, why doesn't he buy... You know, I have Elite right now left over. Does he want a case of Elite? I'll sell him a case of Elite right now. Have him email me. I'll make him even more money if he's charging $140. I get backed up on the stuff. Does he want some? Like, for me, it's cash flow. I can make a little bit of money, but it keeps the cash flow coming in. 12 boxes times, you know, 100. That's $1,200. 2 cases is $2,400. I'd rather get that right back than wait a week to make, you know, $2,600 or $2,500. Sometimes. But this past 5 or 6 weeks has been slow as molasses. 7 of 49. Look at the sock in there. Elite coverage for OJ. Okay, why doesn't he buy them at pre-sale? Why doesn't he just... Because he doesn't have the allocations? I mean, I know what that's like. I've been building my allocations for 4 years, having to take every black gold type product there is. Fast nickel better than a slow dime. Sometimes. Sometimes it is, dude. Yes, absolutely. Well, the reason it is because when you have a big release week, you know, for me, you're talking $50,000 maybe in 1 week just for my stuff. And if you have 8,000 tied up in low-end product, you don't have enough to buy everything you need to buy. Like, I sold one of my cases of Stadium Club. I'm going on vacation next week. Definitive comes out. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but Definitive is not cheap. Oh, really? Well, he seems to be doing pretty good for only 18 months. Is that Steve? Number to 49, Tyrod. Have him come by the booth if he goes to National. I thought Steve was in business for like, 10 years, 15 years. You're not going to be able to get product, though, Ed. That's the thing. You're not going to be able to get the new release stuff. You're going to be able to get it, but you're going to have to pay blowout prices, or Steel City, or Dave & Adams, or... There's a Nyheim Hines Colts. Yeah, but Ed, you're going to be buying it at retail pricing. You're not going to make any money. What are you going to do? Buy a box for $140 and sell it for $142? You got to get it for $118 and sell it for $150. Everyone thinks that they can just be like, oh, I'm going to buy a product and flip it. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. Here's an OBJ. Maybe this one's dope. Ooh, $2.99er. $2.99. Well, if Steve wants help, I still think I should do a road trip out there in the fall. Summer gets a little crazy with the kids and being out of school, but... Yeah, but what I'm saying, Ed, is this, dude. I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I promise you I'm not trying to rain on your parade. But what's happening is there's so much demand, especially for baseball. There's so much demand that even if they said, okay, yeah, you can buy from us. If they're semi-legit, you have to have a business license. You have to get approved by Topps. If they're a major distributor, you have to get approved by Topps. They're like, oh, well, here's Ed Scorpio. He has his own business. They're like, oh, does he have a website? No, he doesn't have a website. Does he have a Facebook page? Nope, he doesn't, but he's going to start one. Well, where's he going to sell everything? He's just going to sell it on... I don't know where he's going to sell it. He's going to sell it on eBay or secondary market. What does that really mean? So then you're like, okay, cool. Then they'll be like, okay, well, we can't cut people who have been buying from us for 15 years to give you, a brand new guy, cases. Yeah. Like, I got lucky getting what I got when that Bowman came out. Man, I was very lucky to get what I got. I traded my National Treasures basketball for Bowman 18. But when you build up your allocations and you take a lot of the score and unparalleled and black gold over the years, Panini sees that. And they run numbers. They keep track of your numbers. So when the good stuff comes out, like Select and Spectra and Prism and NT and Immaculate, right, so what I'm saying is, okay. Man, that's only box 2? Man, this is dope. Number to 699. There's a lot of cards up in this mug. I know, Ed, but you do realize that if I had a rich investor and they were like, okay, I got $250,000, let's go buy stuff, even I wouldn't be able to get a lot of stuff. I just wouldn't. There's guys out there who have $1 million to spend and can't even get enough product. Yeah, that's how you build up your allocations. I can't just be like, hi, I'm Top Shelf Breaks, Panini, distributors, and because the distributors have to sell it. The distributors have to sell the product. They can't just have a warehouse full of Score and Luminance and the lower end stuff. So they have to sell it. So they're not going to say, oh, okay, Chris, you haven't bought any Score, you haven't bought any Luminance, you haven't bought any Pro Debut, all the lower end stuff, like under $100 stuff. But yeah, sure, man, we'll give you lots of NT, and you can have all the Flawless you want when it comes out, and we'll give you all the Immaculate. Yeah, you can have all that. It doesn't work like that. They're going to look and see that I bought all that stuff, and there's a ratio, and they'll say, okay, you supported us on 100% of our products. You spent this amount of money, which means you can get this amount of cases. Big Ben. Think about it. If you would do the same thing. You got to move that other product because the manufacturers are going to be like, yo, distributor, dude, you're not going to get any Immaculate or NT. Panini won't sell it to them if they're not selling the other stuff. That's how they get it. They don't get the pick of the litter. I could get it, exactly. You just have to raise the prices. Exactly. Exactly. But with Blowout, I have relationships with my distributors here, and they're local. So I get a discount because I pick up, and sometimes they'll give me a little bit of time. But I'm different because I'm very lucky that they're very local and up the street. They know where I live. They know who I am. Been here 4 years. But with Blowout, let's say I want to get 5 cases from Blowout of something, I got to send them $250 times 5. So whatever that is, $1,100. And then when the product comes out, I have to pay for it all cash. Oh, there's a Pen Pals. Marquise Valdez Scantling. You had a Pen Pal today? I like these a lot. Did we ever find out about the Gold Ink last night? Gold Ink Josh Rosen. Barkley, man. Saquon, I'm really hoping that dude lights it up this year. He could be Dak and Zeke madness times 10. You realize that? If Barkley pans out to be who we think he is, or who they say he is, they are who we thought they are. Field vision of Stafford, 99. Yeah, Saquon is going to be, hopefully, Dak and Zeke times 10. Excitement. And I'm glad he went to the Giants, man. Like, he didn't end up at the freaking Jaguars or something. Which really isn't, they're not too bad. Couldn't figure out what that gold was. I put it on Twitter. I didn't get to check. You should do comic book breaks. Ed, you should talk to Robert at National. He's all into comic.
How you doing?
Oh, what's up, dude?
Good. Which one did you just get?
What are you guys doing?
Well, we're in Michigan. We have to travel all around the world to get pictures done and videos, and also we're gonna be famous. We're gonna be famous.
Okay. Dante Pettis, 2018 NFC champion, San Francisco 49ers, numbered to 149. NFC Wester for Toby. Toby knows what's up in the NFC West and my Niners. I think he's a Niners fan. Diamonds in the back. Number to 299. After this box, I got to take a mini break for maybe 3 minutes. $6.99 Chiefs. Here is Ian Thomas, $1.99. Diamonds in the back. National Month is starting next week. Carter and Desplaines are going to be doing breaks next week. I talked to Ryan today for about an hour, got him set up. Pretty good. We made some progress today on the physical side of everything. They're going to do, I think, a mixer on Saturday night, baseball and football. They'll have some of this Elite. They'll have Definitive. How'd you like to be a brand new breaker covering for TSB and you get to open up Definitive? Who does that? $6.99 Jamon. Jalen Ramsey to 20. Speaking of the Jags. Ooh, damn, Grammy. What time does your stand-up comedy routine start out there in Australia? Outback Comedy Club? Isn't that where you stand up comedy at? Outback Comedy Club, starring Grammy. Here's a new one. This is Craftsman. I'm not sure what he's crafting other than cheese. What's up, Robbie? Can't believe the Red Sox hit a grand slam to go into extra innings, Grammy. I thought they had this game in the bag. There's Blake Allen, $2.99. Sammy B. He is also a $2.99. $6.99, Christian Kirk. Wow, this stuff is dope. Diamonds in the back. Be right back. Bricks in. Bricks in. Grammy, I don't know why you're hating on my 2018 NFL MVP Jimmy Garoppolo autographed helmet. $199, $6.99, $8.99. Oh, you see that? Reds and Brewers game? The rundown? That was pretty good. That was a great rundown there. Great base running there, dude. That's how you do it. The only helmet I have of Mahomes is a full-size authentic last game worn Mahomes helmet, and it's certified by TriStar, Beckett, and JSA and PSA. 4-time authentication. It was his last game he played as a Red Raider. It's a Red Raider helmet, and it's signed extra large, like his auto. And it says last game heading to the NFL. And he wore it in that last game. The actual worn helmet, signed and dated, quadruple authenticated. That's it. That's all I have. James is still kind of new here. Doesn't realize I'm pulling some legs here with that one. Tyson loves his Red Raiders. I think Patrick Mahomes' little sister's got something signed too. A diving board. $6.99 Marcel Aitman. We're going to pull a monster out of this. There's a couple left from this case. We'll get into some museum next. Inception. There's Bradley Chubb. Red 99er. Wow, Milwaukee just turning it up. Wow. Wow, does this game turn big? That's funny. What's this? Blue Aaron to 10. Look at that. That's a sharp card. Blue Aaron Rodgers to 10. Man, I'm keeping this stuff. I'm not going to sell this off. This is good. No doubt. Robert Woods, 299er. What would be the dopest, lowest numbered player to get of a pen pal, would you say? Baker? I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's too much excitement about Baker. Is that weird? This stuff is good, Ernie, for the price, dude. For real, it is. It's lots of packs, lots of numbereds. Couple cool different insert sets to go after. Look at all these packs. Ernie's just mad because he doesn't want to buy a boxing museum collection. He's scared. Trout with his 24th homer. 42 and 41, just above 500. They ain't done yet. Grammy, who's the Australian rugby player? Number to 24, Cortland Sutton just popped out. Oh, yeah? You weren't feeling it? If you saw big hits come out, would you do it? Number to 99. There's a Craftsman Stafford. YouTube TV, huh? $40 a month? Might be cheaper than the Comcast I just freaking got. Number to 299, Bengals. Hey, -o. DeMarcus Lawrence, 299er. Dope, Dante Pettis. How about that? Sweet. 2018 NFC champion, Niners. This is the last break till National? That's 5 weeks, Ed. So you're telling me you're not going to buy in my breaks for 5 weeks? I'm sure there might be some people in here that will take that bet. That's fine if you choose, but man, I don't know, dude. That's tough for you. What are you going to do? Hide? Not turn on your computer? 299er. Blake Bortles. So you're saying you're not going to get in gold standard football? Gold standard football? Oh, okay. Well, I understand that. I know, man. It's like the flights, the flight, and then you need like food money, and you need spending money while you're there. I know, dude. It's easily going to be minimal. It's like $1,000 trip, bare minimum, and you don't even have to pay for hotel. Number to 699, Falcones. Arden Key, 199, Raiders. Captain Clutch. He wasn't too clutch in the Super Bowl now, was he? $3.99 Skins. 199 Arden Key. Those are numbered. Cult of Personality. I think. Cult of Personality. Back in Black. What's up, LJ? Probably a few AC/DCs in there. Living Color, Cult of Personality. Yes! But really, my answer, and here's my final answer. My final answer is Master of Puppets, Metallica. Dun, 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 that freaking riff, dude. That's why, I always said, if I just want to learn how to play guitar just so I can do the Master of Puppets riff over and over and over again. Yeah, they do. Tyson, I can't right now. Check and see if Metallica is YouTube friendly. Probably not. Know Your Enemy. Know Your Enemy. Freaking Rage Against the Machine. This is a throwback threads, number 25 of Tony Romo. Apparently, he was listed as a quarterback in the NFL, but I don't know if he actually was a quarterback, but that's where they had him. And Dak. Now, Dak's pretty dope. I'll give him that. This guy was fraudulent. The greatest trick he ever played was convincing people that he was good. Know Your Enemy. Rage Against the Machine has a pretty good freaking guitar riff intro that'll get you a little fired up. I think there's some heart songs like Barracuda. Barracuda is pretty good intro. Barracuda by Heart. I have a whole playlist of just dope guitar riff opening songs. I really do. Oh yeah. There's a couple Rage Against the Machines for sure. Cochise is a good one. As I sit here and sing guitar riffs all night, chasing people away from my feed. Darius Geis, rocking the Pen Pals. My Own Prison. Oh no, that's Creed. Number 299, Von Miller. $2.99. Alex Smith, 299er. I was just going to say Rush. Dun, 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 dun. Limelight. And what's the other Rush big song? Something about TV, television, on the radio, or... What the heck was that other Rush song that was popular? Not Tom Sawyer. That's pretty dope. That's a drum song there. I rock that on all my drums all the time. I should do a drum concert for you guys some night. Right behind me. One of my favorite songs to play on the drums is Long Way to the Top by AC/DC. I just love jamming that out. Yeah, that's alright, but it doesn't get you freaking rocking. Here's another top fiver for me. Jane's Addiction. Here we go! What is that? Been caught stealing, or 149er? J-Mon. Nice auto, Jay. Not. Here we go. Stop. It's called Stop. That's what it is. Jane's Addiction. Stop has a dope guitar in the beginning of it. $6.99er. Here we go. Gosh darn radio. Come on with me. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, oh. Rob, when's that concert in Naperville? Is that long gone? Hi, honey. Come on in.
Love you.
Come on in. What you doing?
Well, Reggie and Amanda will be home. I'm going to send Jane home and go to bed.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't sleep good last night. I really need to get a good night's rest.
Okay. Well, then I'll see you in the morning.
Okay. Love you.
Okay, love you too. Sleep tight. Don't let those bed bugs bite. What? Jeez, she just flashed me as she walked out. She's mature. Oh, yeah! Enter Sandman. Who said that? Why'd they leave when Jane's came on? Labor Day weekend on a Sunday. I have 2 VIP passes. Well, I better tell Heather that Labor Day Sunday I might be busy. Is that what's going on? There's an Aaron Rodgers $2.99er. So museum collections coming up. We're going to do the EB Dub. We're going to start busting out some museum. I haven't checked the board lately, so I don't know what's sold. Here's the number to 49. Sparkly dots. Joey. Here we go. Oh no. Corn did one. I think Jonathan's like Mr. Christian dude now. It's kind of funny. Especially being since I was on tour with them when I was with Epic Records, and they were the farthest thing from being Christian guys when I was with them. Good for them now. That's great. They changed their life. More healthy lifestyle. But at the time on tour, no. There was no healthiness going on. I'll just say that. We got another box to do. I feel like I did a whole case of this. Hopefully it was only 6 boxes. Marquise Hayes is $1.99er. Here we go. Safe. I'm pretty sure Men at Work have some dope intros. Grammy, how do you like Men at Work? $6.99er. Some 41, 311, and Corn. What's up, Denning? Denning's excited for some freaking definitive, I can tell you that. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Oh yeah, that's on my that's all my dope guitar riffs playlist. Is this really the 6th box, or is it the freaking 12th? I feel like I opened too many. If I did, y'all are lucky. I make no money. How's PYT1 looking? Please tell me all them teams sold. I mean, holy crap. Calvin Ridley. I think I'll buy some of him this weekend. Ooh, Blue Chubb. These are low number to 5. Turn of the century, and it's a little bit thicker. It's not that super fragile, thin elite card. It's a little bit, got a little thickness to it. It's a little bit thicker than the other ones. It feels a little thicker than the other ones, so. Museum's next. I'm going to update the board right after this. '99er Tom Brady, Field Vision. There you go, Tyson. That was a layup. Softball. Whoa. There's Vaughn, $2.99. That was an easy one. That's what she said. It's an American thing, Graham. I'm sure you know what we're talking about. Sometimes I'll throw some softballs for the dudes to... I just like to see who's listening and catches it first, and it's pretty much 99% of the time Tyson. Goff and Wentz. I'm going to random these by dice. I didn't realize that they were in there. I got to find a better way. $3.99. Josh Allen. His 5-hand. Here's another Sonny. Number to $1.99. That's a nice guitar, but it certainly does not move the meter for me. It's too common. It's not like raw power energy. My opinion. New one. I like new ones. Now I got Jane's Addiction Stop totally stuck in my head, that riff. I need to change that. 199, Marcel Aitman. Best drum lick intros. Well, pretty much since I play my drums just about every day and I have a playlist of dope drum songs, as it's called, there's quite a few of them. I can bring up the playlist and share it with you. I play, well, I can't play that. I've tried playing Hot for Teacher. I can't play that. Yeah, all the Zeppelins I have on there. I like Tom Sawyer. I play a lot. I noticed that when I'm playing, there's a few songs I like to play a few times more than others. And one of them is Genesis, Abacab. Do you know Genesis, Abacab? Number 25, Isaiah Oliver. I'll do a hit recap with this. There's a lot of hits. There's the Shermanator, $2.99. There's my dude, Dante Pettis, headquarters here. Yeah. Abacab is a fun... And the cool thing about Abacab is I have electronic drums, and I found basically the exact sound of that kit from like the 80s. So when I'm playing it, I'm so excited because I feel like I'm Phil Collins. It's exactly the same kit sound of Abacab when I do the rolls. I'm like, that's what it's for. It emulates different drum sets and kits and eras and stuff. So when I'm playing it, I'm like, I'm literally playing freaking Abacab on Phil's drums. Crazy Train's on my playlist. Here, look. I'll bring it up right now and I'll tell you. My playlist is called Drum Songs. And I'll read it off to you real quick. Definitely some songs you guys have heard of. Lido Shuffle by Boz Scaggs. And that's a cool song. Lido Shuffle, Boz Scaggs. Walk This Way, Aerosmith. Rock and Roll All Night, Kiss. Oh, China Grove. Who knows China Grove? That is a fun drum song. Easy Lover, Phil Collins and Philip Bailey. One of my other favorites to play. The Boys Are Back in Town, Thin Lizzy. Paradise City, Guns N' Roses. Back in Black, Eye of the Tiger. Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue. Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf. That is a fun one to play on the drums, dude. I kind of like the same basic guitar or drum riffs. Yeah, that's a fun one. And I wish I could play the drums for you guys, but I feel like it would be dorky. Maybe I'll make a video and post them. It's like nobody wants to watch me play the damn drums. I might make a special one for Grammy, though, and do Men at Work. Now that I have my monitor, I used to have to have headphones, but the monitor now plays the drums externally. Number to 699, Jair Alexander. Dante Jackson's 99er. Museum collection coming up. EB Dub. Someone's getting the Angels. I think it was the Angels. Yeah, in one. 699 Chargers. Fitz. Pretty much, yeah. I just have to go through it. There's like 30 different kits you can choose from. I could emulate the hand clap sound from Rapper's Delight. So when I play Rapper's Delight on the drums, it's really dope because it's the same kit that they used, you know, to make the song with the hand clap. Then, 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 number to 25, Jordan Howard. Raspberry beret. Lido. Whoa. Alright, who's getting ready for some museum, some Inception? We're on time. Sorry there was no monsters in that. They're probably in the final. There's 4 boxes left in that case. Cubs lead the MLB with the most games, scoring 10 or more runs. Bats are heating up. Alito.